Because he never talks about justice. But black people fall for that same argument, and they go around talking about lawbreakers.
Ragtime. We demand you communicate through the landline.
Yo, we're back. Postcards, we back out here. Hello, world. It's me, Mr. Velvet Hoop, the sweet baby angel. Call me at midnight. Jonathan Alingu out here.
This man said, call me at midnight. Of course, it's your homie, the one and only Commodore Lewis, Grant Lewis, Lewis GD, Rude, Vin Nestroy on the ones and twos. Keeping it real out here. And of course, what we've seen as we make our way eastward, Los Angeles and Salt Lake are red, and Houston will be red next.
This is so embarrassing. I'm excited because y'all were struggling so far in these last two games. So it's going to be great to beat y'all.
We struggled in one game. We did not struggle against LA.
In one game against
Rashford
Real
scored
Salt Lake
in the first minute against LA. What are you talking about? We decimated LA. It was the altitude, dude.
Yeah, it's the altitude. Sure.
And the lack of places to drink. Obviously, where you can get turned up, we play better. So Houston, you know the turnout's real. So everyone's going to walk out with that Houston fade, the boozy fade.
Because you know James Harden is on the Adidas tip. So, you know, Pogba and Marshall.
Didn't you see the LA Adidas party for
No,
United?
I didn't see it.
It was pretty fresh. I retweeted a video of it.
I saw the retweet, but I didn't watch the video because
James was there.
I have more respect for myself than that.
You don't, but that's okay. Jim Harden was there with the boys.
The strip club's going to be popping out in Houston.
Hey, man.
Maybe Drake will stop by.
Drake is currently a Tottenham fan, I believe. So I don't know if we're back on his rotation yet.
He'll switch up. I mean, he's got like a Nike deal, so he'll be chilling with City, and we'll party together.
That's not going to help you.
Black unity.
Having Drake support you is not going to help you. I think you understand that that's only detrimental to your cause. So you can take him, you can have him.
That's fine.
But it's going to be interesting. Like I said, milk bars and kale salads won't do it for the turnip, and that's why we weren't ready for. I mean, we were ready. Real just played. Salt Lake played hard. They're not good, and our back line just didn't want to talk to each other. But we really came
it's going to be on Friday too.
But we really came together when Valencia decided to show scrubs that there's no love in this club, and we hurt them up bad, and I loved it. It was beautiful.
That's a little sad that you're advocating violence. This goes back to your boy Fergie approving Gabriel Heinze getting knocked out by Roy Keane.
Listen,
y'all just a violent bunch.
Listen, Buddy came for Juan Mata, and we can't have that. As the third best Spaniard on the team, you just can't let that go. Be abided.
Apparently, Valencia about to be out for Serge Aurier, according to rumors. But no, we'll see.
He's the best right back in the world. I think we just will play Serge Aurier on the left side.
I don't even think Manchester United fans believe that.
It's true,
except you.
My TL believes it.
Your TL is full of slanderous, evil, rotten, probably obsessed with white girls.
Wow. Wait a second. Are you talking about your TL or are you just trying to talk about something in particular? Wait a second.
Sperry wearing.
Oh my gosh.
What's the short pants y'all wear? Chubby, fitted.
Don't forget PFGs while you're at it. Just drag me. Just continue to drag me, please, sir.
This is what your timeline consists of, so it makes sense.
It's not even
y'all consider
it's
that.
It's only like 40% true, and it's mostly just myself. But no, it's gonna be this summer is interesting. I mean, there's not much to the tours. They're just literally for the players to have fun.
Yeah,
and again, if you want players to have fun, why do you take them to Salt Lake City? This I still will not understand. Oklahoma City,
money, man.
You could have taken them to an
money.
Applebee's in Oklahoma City, and they would have had a little more fun than that.
We live in a capitalist global society, which requires constant growth. So
is there like a Chevy base there? Like maybe that'll be acceptable.
They might.
I would accept that.
They might have saw the dollar signs. I'm like, okay, well, we're playing Salt Lake City. Oh, we can play in the Rock? All right, yeah.
LA makes the most sense, but
of course that makes sense. That's where they all went. Like that's what Lukaku was signed in LA.
That's that you see that setup? Pogba and Lukaku just chilling. Oh, I honestly think that Conte and Jose pulled the double on Everton and Real. They switched. I think they got the targets they both originally wanted to, but they're like, listen, neither of us have to overpay for this because they're gonna like Real's gonna try the job United, and Everton was gonna try the job Chelsea.
Yeah.
So if we just play it up like we want the other one, and then back into negotiations with the other one, with the one we actually want, we'll both get them at a price that's more amenable to both of us. It looks like that's what's happening. So
you're alleging collusion. I mean, it's
legal. It's allowed.
It's typical. Yeah. Now you sound like Donald Trump.
No, that's not allowed.
According to him, it is.
According to him, a lot of things.
You'd be a fool not to collude. According to
him, there are a lot of things. This is actually like good. Like they're being like the vindictiveness and the meanness of Real, and obviously the scouserness of Everton was gonna doom both Chelsea and United. And Jose and Conte sat down and they're like, listen, we can fix this. It was probably a Godfather-esque situation with the violin playing in the background. But I honestly think that's what happened, and how literally the target that everyone thought everyone was going to get ended up in the exact opposite place.
There you have it. Conspiracy theory by Hercule Poirot himself. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
thought we needed a little more.
We can add
the truth is out there. The truth is out there, guys.
Anyway, we back. I was on my sabbatical of the United States of America. I was in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Beautiful, beautiful land. Very relaxing. Sad that I had to come back to the U.S. Because as soon as I crossed into the U.S., that's when I think Donald Trump was in France. He was about to go to France. Something happened, and I was like,
That's when the Donnie Jr. broke.
Yeah. I was very upset. It was actually kind of sad going there because everybody was talking to me about the United States. I didn't see him since the election, so they were like, "Oh, so Trump." I was like, now I have to be the emissary for the whole United States of America.
That's rough. That's rough. I'm sorry, family.
But it's okay. It's okay. I had a great time. It was very relaxing, not thinking of work. And crazy first night. We went out to the club because my cousin loves to turn up, even though he is like studying every day and going to school to be an engineer.
I don't understand how those two things are incongruous.
You're right. Given my college history, that doesn't seem out of place. So we went to the club. Well, actually, it was kind of like going like your favorite place, Saddle Up.
Ooh.
It was like a restaurant that converts to a club.
Oh.
So kind of like Applebee's mixed with Saddle Up.
Oh. I'm now very torn. At first, I was sold.
Take that as you will. We drank an entire. They call it 26 because it's a bottle big enough to take 26 shots with. So it was me, my cousin, and a friend of his. We all shared this bottle and we drank it like within an hour.
Heroes.
Yeah, to get to this place because we didn't want to pay for drinks inside the club or in this restaurant.
Was it particularly expensive?
No, it wasn't expensive. It was just like the bottle was cheap and people it was like a turn up. It was like a pregame turn up.
That's true.
And
pre-games are important.
This is their
budgets.
Yeah, this is what they consider a turn up, drinking an entire bottle.
I like these people.
Yeah, if they come here, they definitely turn it up together. So we went out to this place, and Calgary has like a festival every year, the Stampede.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, so
isn't that also the name of their football team? Their CFL team?
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is. And so what that is like it's centered around the rodeo. So it's like a lot of everybody in the fucking city was wearing a fucking cowboy hat. Like it doesn't matter where they were. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Everywhere, every restaurant, every mall, anything you went to, people wearing a cowboy hat and like the Western type of shirts, polo, plaid shirts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I get with this.
Wearing cowboy boots. Everybody was wearing it. In the
bolo ties too?
No bolo ties. Oh. I don't think they're on that level yet.
No.
Maybe because a lot of people came from Texas. So
yeah, like isn't Calgary like the Texas of Canada?
Yeah, it is. It's like a cattle ranching center of.
See, people don't know that's also home of Ted Cruz.
We're not gonna talk
If
about
you don't
that.
know, now you know.
Let's not talk about Ted Cruz, okay? Let's
Rafael Edward Cruz.
let's not besmirch. Let's keep this podcast sanctified without mentioning that person's name. So a whole bunch of white people came, and my cousin's friend like worked at the place, and he was like he's like in a love hectagon with people there. Yeah. See, Calgary is like there's a bunch of white people that live there, and there's a small sector of black people. Either folks that immigrated, like there's a lot of Sudanese, a lot of Sudanese, and I think Nigerian, of course. Like how could I forget that? They're everywhere, and this guy's Nigerian, so obviously he loves white people and loves white girls. So it was. Wait a second! Wow, how are you gonna bring it back to you? How are you gonna do that to the Nigerian people like that, man? Just saying, man. Just saying.
Wow.
So like, there was like 6 white girls that he's like in a triangle with or hectagon with.
Legend.
Yeah. So,
but that's stressful.
Yeah.
I would never know. Like. Yes, but no. That's like when your parents say don't eat all the candy on Halloween, and you do, and you realize it's not something that you should do. But I want to support them, but I just can't. I want them to live.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
I am so torn right now.
And Calgary is pretty cool with like apparently people drinking after hours in this place because they all were at this, like all the coworkers like the place shut down, so they were all drinking in there. And I had my second win because I was able to sleep on the plane on the way there. It's because the first night there. And so we were all drunk. We drank more at the place. And usually when you drink alcohol, like liquor, you want to like cool down with beer. No, we just kept drinking rum. Like it was just no nonstop rum. So we were all getting turned up. I was just shocked like where I was at. Like there was like a mix of hip hop and then a mix of country and a mix of techno and white girls dancing on the table, just like some Coyote Ugly shit. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on here?
So wait, we need to run back, guys. This all happened and John didn't even think to bring me.
I didn't know what to expect, because
if I'm not going next time, we're gonna have some problems. Chance Rapper problems.
I didn't know what to expect because my family is all African there, so it was like, okay. And we did end up going to like a lot of African clubs after, which was also great. I was like turned up, like grinding on girls. It was like, wow, this is so wild. But anyway, my cousin's friend was talking to this one girl, but he was in love with he likes another girl who was watching the whole thing. So like she was getting involved, trying to like split the two together. But then there was another girl that he's been messing with that was there.
Messy.
Like, it was messy. It was so messy, and they just kept like it went on so late. Like it was 2 hours behind, so like it was like 4 or 5 a.m. my time, Eastern time. So I was like, yo, I'm so turned. I just need to go home. That's what I was saying. I was Snapchatting away my life. Like, okay, this guy's trying to hog these girls. Man. I'm here. I don't know nobody here. I'm turned. Like, I had a great time. So now it's time for me to go home. But so we're all trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out to go to after party. I'm like, yo, it's about to be 7 a.m. my time. Like, I need to go home. But that's what I was saying internally. But externally, I was like, okay, yeah, let's keep going. So we ended up. He ended up with this one girl that wasn't like the one that he really liked, but still like, he's about to go in. So we got in the car. We all got in the car
Pure
together.
Nigerian.
Pure Nigerian, yeah. I beg, baby. honey, look here. So we drove around trying to find out where she lived because we were all drunk at this point. So trying to figure that out. And we drove to like a gas station. Lord knows what they were buying, but I'm assuming hopefully it's protection because, just in case. And so
you might have a little second cousin.
Yeah, you might.
Drake.
Wow. You know, I went there a couple years ago, and I was wondering, were they playing a lot of Drake here? I'm surprised why. And they were clicking my head. Oh, I'm in Canada right now. That makes sense.
It's a national treasure.
Yeah. So we got there. We end up at our house, and on the way there, like it was like a whole bunch of sweet nothings in their ear, and like they were just talking dirty. Like they were talking some real reckless shit back there. I was like, yo, y'all about to go in. I don't know. I'm just here in passenger seat, just along with the ride. I'm just trying to get home. So they got to her house, and they were so drunk that they were walking, because he had to be up like early the next day. He didn't have a ride back home, so they were debating whether he should just go in the house or like go home. And so they were, and then he made it, obviously, his dick made the decision, like, no, we're about to go in this house, we're about to go get it in. And so they got to the door. Mind you, she lives with her parents. And she lives on the basement floor. So like three levels. And we were just idling to make sure that she gets in. Our keys, she couldn't find her keys. She was jingling her keys at the door. Then she was too drunk to unlock. She unlocked the door. In the meantime, me and my cousin is joking around like, oh, look at this motherfucker here. He about to get in, da. He said, he's wild. Lights turn on the top floor.
It's been like Fast and Furious. I've been out. I know it's business, dog.
And we were like, me and my cousin looked. I was like, oh gosh. And then the outside light turned on.
No.
And we were like, his name was Dennis. Like, Dennis. We were whispering, Dennis. Meanwhile, he was trying to figure out how to unlock this door with his girl.
Oh no.
Dennis. And then like the second light turned on, and the second level, like we just had to like scream like, Dennis, get your ass in this car right now. And then he noticed that he gave our kiss goodnight, and like he ran into the car, and then we just took off and took him back home. It makes sense. It's actually ended out good because he had to do stuff the next day, but like all he talked about in the ride home was like, why did I make this decision to do this? I should have just kept it cool, because now I have to go into work. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody thinks that we did this. So now, oh gosh, like he was getting hysterical and like dramatic, like, oh my God, do I have to quit my job? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? And I was sitting there.
Block my Facebook. I gotta block people.
Exactly.
Change my Twitter.
I was just sitting there. I don't know him. So I'm just like, oh man, yeah, that's rough. Yeah. I'm trying to be a counselor. So I was like a counselor, drunkenly talking to this dude. It was a wild first night. But that was just a preview of how the rest of my vacation went. It was great. It got turned up, drank a lot, and dealt with drama. Part-time. I didn't really care. It was great. It was a great vacation. I'll do it again.
Hey man, more power to you, and I'm glad that you saved Dennis, because this could have been a horrible story. Yeah. We look out for our brothers, even though he's a little misguided, but he makes it happen. Shout out to Nigeria. Nigel Love.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, very valuable lesson, folks. If you don't, like, again, kids, I don't think you understand the seriousness of what just happened. I do. That's a real life situation.
Yeah. I mean, Canada's not like Texas where, you're not going to get shot because you're black. You might be, but the odds are a little less likely. Canada, they're much nicer, but still.
It would have been the nice, like, racism taught down, which would have been, like, kind of worse.
Yeah. It'll hurt you internally.
Yeah, like, oh, man. But they still, like, would invite you over for dinner.
Yeah.
It'd be very strange.
It's really weird how white supremacy works. The Gold Cup. Let's start with that.
I don't know, man. Like, we're pushing through.
I don't. Yeah, we're pushing through. That's a great way to describe it, because we had to be humble. In this group stage. Why is Bruce Arena still a manager of the United States? Why was he hired in the first place? I'm still
that's
not
the real
sure.
question. How did he come back? Like, how was it like we made the right decision and then we're like, nah, let's do it again and fuck up again?
So our group was Martinique, who is not in FIFA at the moment. They're just part of CONCACAF. Nicaragua, and another team that I don't even remember who they are or if they qualified for the second round. I could double check that. But yeah, my man
Panama.
Bruce, Panama. Yes, they did advance. Bruce Arena, your boy, tried to be.
Who's?
Oh no, not you. The dude behind you.
Okay, true. Okay, right. A little scary, but that's okay. As long as he ain't mine, I'm good, I guess.
He decided that he's going to pull a Germany like they did in the Confederations Cup. Like, I'll just play my reserves. It's all good. And they realized
our reserves are not German reserves.
He realized real quick that, my God, we can barely compete with a non-ranked, non-affiliated team in FIFA. So the arrogance and the mediocrity forced him to bring back Michael Bradley, Tim Howard, Josie Altidore,
Scrubsy,
Clint Dempsey.
Old man Dempsey. Clint Dempsey is really on that Richard Murtaugh. I'm too old for this shit.
And they barely beat El Salvador tonight. It was 2-0, but like it was not like
it was a struggle.
Yeah, it was a hard fought win. So I don't know. I don't know about our chances. I think the arrogance is played a big role, and now we're going to be struggling to get through this. I don't know what's going on with the United States team.
We are tied for the best goal differential, and we're tied with three other teams that have 7 points, which are Costa Rica, us, Panama, and Mexico. Fortunately, there are a lot of bad teams in the Gold Cup. I think that's our.
But I think the gap is shortening up because if we're struggling against Martinique, that should say a lot about our chances.
Yeah,
forward.
But who we draw with? Didn't we draw with Panama
in the next round?
No, we're not. We don't have to play them.
No, we don't have to play Panama. We have to play. We're playing Costa Rica,
which is not good.
Yeah, because I only watched the game against Nicaragua. And even though it ended 3-0, that midfield was dreadful. It was garbage. So it's gonna be a struggle. We're gonna squeeze through. We might end up winning it, like you said, smash and grab. That's gonna be that's our motto for this year.
We're gonna have
probably
to
next year too.
It's gonna have to be very much akin to how we got the Philippines. Just luck into it. Hold on to it as long as you can, and get out. Listen, we're not good. Guys, I hope it's a reflection of how bad our current situation in D.C. is. I don't want to, the last thing we need is us succeeding with Trump in office, especially going to the World Cup in Russia.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
I don't need these problems. So I'm as unpatriotic as it may sound, I'm completely okay with us shooting the bed from here on out.
Well, we might do it quickly against Costa Rica. I don't know. Because we lost to Jamaica last time.
Yeah, the Reggae Boys kind of brought it.
Yeah,
and they can't play.
Yeah, they can't play.
Really, what's surprising? He's retired now. What's Usain Bolt doing? Why is he on their team?
He just hit him up. He probably would join with the quickness.
He's a United super fan, so he should be given a starting position.
Wow. So that means he's going to shit the bed for the Reggae Boys.
And be the winningest club in the country. Okay, sure.
Given your transfer business this summer, Usain Bolt is probably the best thing y'all can do right now.
Listen here, man. We move in the dark. All right? Things are happening behind the scenes. Ed Woodward may be at the spa, but he's about to make some moves. First of all, we got Lukaku after Lindelof. And again, a great switcheroo by involving us and one of those teams that were blue or whatever. The team that was just founded in 2004 or whatever. I think
pretty much.
The team that was bought for £1 in 85. Embarrassing. Guys, I wasn't born, but I was still worth more than Chelsea when I was born. So, I still think we're gonna. I don't know. We need a defensive midfielder. I'm officially a member of the Fellaini Hive. #double agent.
And you know what's sad when you got to do that?
I've always been a fan. I think you can go back to earlier recordings and earlier tweets and find nothing
No,
to
I'm
support.
not down your fandom. I'm just saying it's sad that it's come to that.
But I honestly think we have the talent. Like I'm excited to see Andrea Pereira back. Like I think he's going to be a force. He's a good young player, and sophomore slumps happen to everyone. And I think it's time for Yafet Koto to make that move. And by Yafet Koto, I mean of course Tony Martial, one of the great Frenchmen. I'm excited for the new Imagine line to exist that actually works this time. Suck it, Patin. Here we come, dog. We're gonna have with Lukaku, Fellaini, Martial, Pogba, like all those francophones up there doing work. Did I miss some? I think Mkhitaryan speaks French just because he knows it. Because he knows like 7 languages or something.
Oh wow.
Who else do we have French speaking? Oh, Bailly. And look at that, man. We got that francophone like all up the left side. It's gonna be beautiful. And Rashford definitely like at least knows the words of Ferrer Jaka. So like we cooking now, guys. We cooking.
If anything gets him over the hump, it's knowing classic French tunes.
It took me a really long time to figure out what Ferrer Jaka meant.
Wow.
And I took French in high school.
Yeah, that's a little sad.
But again, we got the Belgian French unity tour going on right now for United. It's very interesting. And I think the Lukaku Pogba link up is going to be fire because they're buddies. Like I think they get each other. And of course, vice captain Ender Mad Dog Herrera is going to be leading the charge. Wow. So old man Carrick. It was nice to give him the captaincy for his last year here. Like it is his last year.
Oh, it's like how I did Rooney.
No, he had it for 3 years.
Well, it felt like every year felt like his last year. So
anyway, I'm excited for the next captain to be either DDG or Pogba.
We'll see.
But I am interested to see who gets the number 10 shirt. I think that's going to be spicy, to say the least.
It would have been Griezmann, but it didn't work out.
I think it should just be Pogba. Why why have the formality? Just give it to him now.
It's Pogba like 6.
But he wore 10 at Juve this last season.
Who was 10 when? Oh yeah, I know who was 10, but I guess it makes sense now. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, so like he could have.
But he's not number 10 though. He's that's like more of a Mata type of.
Mata did wear 10 at Chelsea, but I think he's like. I honestly think that Pogba should get the 10, and just to really spice things up and give him that fire.
Wow.
Give Tony the 7.
Okay, if you want to doom somebody, that's sure. Give him the 7.
Wow. Just because Memphis married the Steve Harvey family doesn't mean wearing number 7 will doom you. And just because Angel Di Maria doesn't pay taxes, like I don't understand why are you coming for people like this, dog.
Wow.
But can we also talk speaking about left wingers? Neymar Jr.
We can talk about Neymar Jr.
He has a $222 million buyout clause, and somehow PSG has money.
Somehow,
I mean, I know PSG has money, but I don't know how they have $222 million plus whatever.
They got the oil money, man.
It could be us. Listen, we have the money,
but y'all playing because you don't have the oil money. That's why.
You don't know what the Glazers got.
You don't have oil money.
They got fingers in every pot.
Donald Trump ain't talked to y'all yet, so I know y'all ain't got oil money.
Wow. Okay, that's fine though. I'll take that trade off. But it's very interesting. Like, do you think it would happen, or do you think this is just summer transfer window?
It's definitely a rumor because he's been saying that he just said that he wasn't going to go sign for. He's going to stay with Barcelona. But personally, I think he should go because he can prove that he is the world's best player. I think he's one of the best. Okay, that's a hard take. That's saying he's the best player in Barcelona, but
I think
he has the skills to be the best player, and I think he has. If he went to PSG, he will be the best player. He will be in a Ballon d'Or race more often than playing for Barcelona.
First of all, I need him to get away from ugly, abusive Luis Suarez. He's a terrible human and doesn't who should be playing in like a volcano somewhere. I hate him. And of course, the cheat. Let's see. Like, I just don't think these people are good influences on such a good young lad as Neymar. So I want him to go, but I want him to come to OT. But I have no problems with PSG. It'll be I would love it to happen, but I think you're right. I don't think it does.
That would be a major coup if they got him. I mean, he can always wait for Messi to retire because he's like 25. Yeah, Messi's got like 3-4 years left at the top of his game. Suarez same amount. So he can wait it out, but
but he's like,
might as well go somewhere else.
There are a few places where he could go to really make an impact. Like, a place that would be very interesting to see him would be like in Germany. But I don't think that culturally it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I could definitely.
And hey, AC Milan's obviously having the summer of the year.
No, yeah, for real.
We need to talk about that, man.
Yeah,
how?
Let's talk about the transfer. First of all, this has been a black ass transfer window. Summer.
Black Chester United is back.
Yeah, this is like summer cookout. This is like a
European style.
Yeah, wearing my Stacey Adams sandals, but a full linen suit. Black ass summer transfer window. We got Lukaku going for 75 mil. We got what's his name? Bakayoko going to Chelsea.
We got Lacazette going to Arsenal.
Lacazette, yeah. Barcelona just signed a right back from Portugal. Nelson Semedo.
Yeah.
City, our boys, is signed this Brazilian dude.
Slow down, his boys.
My boy Douglas Ruiz. I never seen him play, but I saw a highlight. Obviously highlights on YouTube aren't indication of anything, as Memphis Depay showed us. But black excellence, man, and they all making money. So
they are making money.
I'm mad. People have been hating on these people.
They have. They've been saying some really. I mean, we know Chelsea does that because they're racist, and we've seen that. We saw what happened when we went to France.
Yeah.
I'm
not mad. Get paid,
homies. Haters gonna hate. And millions can last for a lifetime. So
yeah,
get yours.
They're gonna be rich. You're gonna be look like
young, rich, and black.
Yeah, I want them all to come together, and
like on the cover of Slam magazine.
Yeah. Is there like a popular soccer magazine like 4-4? I know there's a 442, but I don't know if anything else in England. But like,
I don't think they have like a hip hop central type one.
Yeah,
we should make one.
We should.
Why'd I say that? Ignore that, folks.
Just get our money right. Get a Patreon going. Like, hey, we can make it happen.
That would be fire.
I would definitely love to do that, man.
Oh, that would be pretty sick.
Can you imagine being there and all you gotta do is turn on what's a popular song? You turn on Bad Bougie, everybody gets down, everybody knows the lyrics and everything. Even if people that speak French or different languages know it.
Oh, Paul knows it.
Yeah. This is black excellence this summer. I'm really happy, even though, some players and teams I don't like, but black excellence regardless. Kyle Walker. I forgot about my boy Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker got to come up.
Black excellence, man.
It's real. It's real in these streets.
I'm feeling great. I want to. The transfer window just opened, so figuring out. Let's do a progress support. So AC Milan
has A++.
Yeah.
First of all, they kept Donnarumma.
They did.
Which that was gonna blow up in their faces, and it didn't. They signed his brother. They pulled the Heat and they pulled the Dragic. They got Hakan Çalhanoğlu. They got what? Bonucci.
They got Bonucci. Shocking Bonucci.
Who else they get? They got who did they get up front?
Barini.
Yeah.
Di Barini. He flopped in like England, but the reason why he signed England because he was balling in Italy. So he's doing it. Ricardo Rodriguez, Switzerland international, who's pretty decent. Who else did they get?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
They signed like 8 people so far, 9 people. They were about to get Morata, but Real Madrid was like, nah. You ain't trying us like that.
See, they signed Donnarumma's older brother. They got Lucas Biglia from Lazio.
Oh yeah, Biglia.
Frank Kessie from Atalanta.
I forgot Black Excellence right there. He's been like, I was a big fan of it. I talked about him earlier in the year.
Matteo Musacchio. from Villarreal.
Nice.
Ricardo Rodriguez from Wolfsburg. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who free kick wonder. Like Hakan Çalhanoğlu has a free kick from like 2 yards, like inside the circle.
Yeah.
And it's not. Of course, it's not the Ricardo. Who's the Brazilian?
Oh, Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, it's not the Roberto Carlos like kill it. It's like he just stands there. It's like I can make this, and he just like regular free kicks it and scores. Like if you see this free kick, like Çalhanoğlu has a lot of them. I think he has like 15 like deep out of the box free kick goals. He's a free kick specialist. He's a really good midfielder. But like that one free kick, it wasn't a power like I'm just gonna dominate you. It was like I just know ball physics like better than anyone else in the world.
Yeah,
and they signed him, and they got him from Leverkusen. They got Andrea Conti from Atalanta. They got Andre Silva from Porto, and they got Bonucci from Juventus. Like
they're gonna be a beast.
That's a Champions League finals contender.
Yeah,
and they're probably gonna knock Juve off the top of Italy.
Yeah, this Serie A is actually gonna be exciting to watch now because of that.
It's been so long.
Roma, y'all tried, but
it was cute.
So yeah, they have no. If they don't challenge Juventus, I don't know. Either like somebody's paying money or they just have a horrible manager. And I like Montella as manager, so hopefully that's not the case. So for me, yeah, AC Milan definitely are doing it big. In terms of top tier, I would also say I actually would do a wild card say Everton is top
Everton
tier as
hasn't
well.
done poorly. I mean, they get Wayne back.
Okay, I was not going to say that because that's not really helpful. Well, it's helpful.
It brings someone that's won something.
It's culturally helpful, I guess. I don't know, but they signed Michael Keane from Burnley, who's a decent defender. They got Pickford. They spent a lot of money on him. I was kind of like, that's kind of weird, but he's 23, so he's got like a lot of time. They signed Klaassen from Ajax, who played pretty well in the Europa final. They got this Nigerian dude, Black Excellence again, as a left winger. They've been needing a left winger for forever, so they finally got one. They got Sandro Ramirez from Spain, the Spain U21 team, who like was supposed to go to Real Madrid, and they ended up getting him, which was like, how did that happen?
I don't know how that happened either. Poor guy. He was gonna live in Madrid, now he's living friggin' Liverpool. Pray for the young man. Pray for him, please.
He can fly back every now and then. He'll be all right.
He'll live in Manchester.
They got Rooney, so I'll give him that. Like he'll do something for them. I don't know what he's going to do.
Teach him how to win.
He'll be on the reserves, teaching the young folks how to have sex with grandmothers. So he'll be fine. Hey, why not? He's either that or teaching them how to get drunk every night.
I prefer the latter. Why is my hero?
Fireball Lewis over here.
Sounds like a NASCAR name. It is that was. I think there's a black. No, there's a guy from Apopka. His nickname was Fireball something because he used to be a NASCAR racer.
I'm glad that you can follow tradition then.
Yo, Blue Darters in the house.
So I'll put Everton up there. I'll put Bayern up there too. As in terms of top tier, they got James.
Yeah, Bayern midfield is pat. I mean, now they're offering up Renato Sanchez, which I feel bad for him, but he's not had a great year.
Horrible year.
Like not even like passable.
Yeah,
but that could lead.
He didn't even start for the under 21s. So,
but that could lead to some black excellence coming to
not going to United.
Old Trafford. He's cheap and he's good,
but he's not what y'all need. Y'all have what y'all need already. The people that y'all need, you're not getting. So I don't know why y'all would sign him, but whatever. If y'all want to blow your money like that, that's fine. I'm sure Bayern has no problem doing that. Who else they got? They got the midfielder from Lyon, Corentin Tolisso. They blew a lot of money on him, so I guess he's good. I didn't see Lyon play before. So.
I haven't really. I mean,
but for 41 million, he's got to be something. So they got a lot of folks from the Confederations Cup winning team. Nicolas Soule, Sebastian Rudy. So I mean they're already great. This is clearly for Champions League, so they're gonna be tight. And they got Kingsley Coman from Juventus. So
I love the kid.
Yeah, they're gonna
got
be
him.
Bayern.
Well, I think he was on loan.
He was on loan, but so
Yeah,
he's back. Now they realize, oh, this guy is actually really good. So
even though he had that little issue,
yeah,
don't hit women, people. Like, please.
Yeah, please.
Could you
don't.
not? It's not good.
Please don't do that.
Just don't.
I saw, man. She's bad as hell. I mean, she scammed him, but don't.
You're a rich soccer player.
Yeah.
You're bound to get scammed. That's just life.
Yeah. I mean, she can. I don't want to be scammed, but she can holler at me.
I don't want to be scammed, but if I had the money, I guess I could.
And I would put Chelsea there too, because they finally have a midfielder at Bakayoko that is like people are calling him like the next Vieira, which is scary from having him and Conte locking down the midfield. So that's gonna be scary as shit. And I think the best part is that they re-signed Conte, their manager.
Yeah, because that was getting a little spicy for them.
Yeah, so I put them up there because that was the best thing they could have done in terms of the transfer business. And they got Murata. They just got Murata, so
just today.
Yeah, so good on them. That's what I have in terms of top tier. I don't know if there's anybody else.
No, I can't really think of anything. But this has been a very low key, high key transfer window to say the least, right?
Yeah.
Like it hasn't felt as crazy as other ones, but it's been crazy. Still not over yet. There's still time. Like United's still gonna make moves. City's still gonna try to make moves. There's still stuff coming down the pipe, so it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. I know Jose's been kind of upset about this transfer window so far, but I guess United has the purchasing power to get people, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited for City though. City, we're doing it big out here. We're not top tier. I think we're like mid level. Like we reinforced our defense, which is something that we desperately needed. And then we got this dude from Brazil, Douglas Ruiz, who is, again, I haven't seen him play, but he's a beast from what I see. And I trust Pep with his transfer business and having an eye for talent. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. So a couple things. We could talk about Africa. We could talk about the Orlando and Atlanta FC billboard stuff.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's out there on Washington and Garland.
I usually don't have my head up when I'm over there.
Damn. That's how it is. All right, we'll go first and second. So Africa, they just had their symposium, the Confederation of the African Confederation of Football Teams, like UEFA and whatever was his North America, CONCACAF, CONMEBOL. They had their symposium. They inducted a new president, Ahmed from Zimbabwe, continuing the long tradition of black leaders with the one name: Prince, MJ, Beyonce, Kobe,
Kobe,
LeBron. So shout out to him. Tupac, Biggie, Rihanna. How could I forget Rihanna?
Let's go real. No. Sojourner.
Truth.
Well, you ruined it when you said that.
Yeah, that's because it's not one name person.
Malcolm.
You're right. Asada, Angela. Leaders. So good on him.
Could have been me, but that's okay.
It could have. It could still be. You still got time on Earth, man.
It's true. I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting.
But you are competing with Grant Hill, so it's gonna be a challenge for Orlando Legend. Either way, they had a lot of. So it's a symposium where they come up with recommendations for the benefit of the countries and the continent. And one of their ideas was to move the African Cup of Nations, which is a biannual tournament they have to crown the King of Africa, to China Qatar or Qatar, however you pronounce it, or the United States. Yeah. So,
All right, so maybe Qatar, but they're evil, so no. China, why? It's not even close. In the U.S., like, I guess there are a decent amount of people of African descent in the U.S., but if that's the case, you should move it to Brazil. Like, you have the, like, I can understand, like, choosing a permanent spot for it within Africa, like, build a really nice stadium,
right.
or renovate a really nice stadium and just say, this is where we're going to play it every other year. Like, that's fine. But, like, moving it off the continent is, no, it's wrong.
Yeah. If history has taught us anything, and if it's one thing that football needs, it's for white people to export our resources to another place for their benefit, not even for Africans' benefit. So, clearly over the last 400 years, it's worked perfectly for our continent. So, why not move it? No, it makes no sense, and it's dumb, stupid. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out who recommended that because I was just dumb as hell.
Should run up on them.
I will run
got
up
my
on
shooters.
him. I really run up on him, and a lot of stuff, and especially given what's happened. So like last week, I think it was last week, yeah, in Senegal, like 8 people were killed due to like a stampede in the crowd. Like it was like a crush, and like the wall fell and killed people. Like it was like a rivalry, and they were fighting. Rival fans were fighting, and the police decided to shoot tear gas and try to disperse them, and they fucked everybody up, which got people killed because they were running. One, it proves that the police globally are incompetent. It's stupid, and they don't get held accountable because like the Senegalese like federation was like protecting the police. Like, why are you shooting Why are you shooting tear gas at a football match? That makes no sense. But the thing is, like, they don't. In the symposium, I was reading through like what they were talking about, and none of the money went to building infrastructure for stadiums. None of it went to providing proper measures into security. Like of all things to focus on, they talked about the main object of moving it out of Africa, the Cup of Nations, was to capitalize on expand the profits, take down the market. But like, so where's that money going to? Like, is it just going to people's pockets, or is it actually going to benefit the people, like infrastructure, and making the sport in the continent better? So it's kind of fucked me up, this conference.
It's not good. Again, like it's also a bad look globally for Africa to say that we can't handle it.
Right.
No matter what is or what isn't, at the end of the day, like, you gotta protect your own, and it's a source of pride to have your Continental Cup.
Right.
And if you don't win it in Africa, are you the king of Africa?
No,
not in my mind.
I think maybe the idea came from like when they had the Copa America last year, when Chile won.
Mm-hmm.
But like that was a one-off because it was the 100th anniversary, and it was not like a replacement because they played 2 years in a row. So like that justification makes no sense because they're not going to do it in the United States again.
No.
And I guess it goes to a bigger point of like the Americas being not just
us.
It's North and South comprised of one America. So I guess that the argument could be made too, but still.
We have very few countries in the Americas comparatively.
Yeah.
South America only has 13 countries. That's so weird. So big.
I know. And they dominate in football. Where are we at? I don't know.
Again, we don't send their best athletes to play football, so I'm okay with that.
Out of 300 million.
We don't. Like, even out of 300 million, again, mathematically, your top players, like your top athletes are going to want to play basketball and football.
Yeah.
Then your third tier athletes are going to want to play baseball.
Right.
Then your fourth tier athletes are doing lacrosse, hockey. So, like, honestly, soccer players are fifth tier athletes.
We have a major league.
We do have a major league. It's still not mostly U.S. nationals that play.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like older, kind of like either subpar foreigners or older ones that aren't playing as well anymore.
Yeah.
Like, again, I stand by the statement that if we went to like, if the hood started liking soccer, we win a World Cup within one generation, easy. We'd probably not stop winning because we had the best athletes in the world. Because we also had the best facilities and we pump a lot of money into it.
Right.
But
that's just what I'm saying though. Like, because we dominated almost in Olympics, we dominated almost every sport.
Yeah, we win the most medals and everything. But at the same time, like, we don't, like, a technical sport is different than an individual sport. So like, even like basketball is like a team sport where like kids are playing so young and it's so vibrant and popular. But I'm telling you, if like for some reason like the NFL and the MLB went on a 10-year strike, we'd win a World Cup 15 years later.
I agree. Well,
just shows you that we're holding off the rest of the world. We're letting you think that you got it, but you don't. But you do.
Don't mind our shitty domestic league and our awful international play. This is all a smokescreen.
Think about Russell Westbrook coming down the pike at you, dog. What are you gonna do about that, dude? LeBron playing goalie, you're not gonna score. Like, I don't understand like why people think they can try us when they see like the people that we tried out. We won the friggin' gold in the Olympics last year, and we only sent who was our best player?
Kevin Durant.
Okay, yeah, who's really good, but like we didn't have LeBron. Like,
we sent like LeBron, Westbrook, Harden.
We've won a gold medal with Michael Redd on the team, guys.
Yeah,
Michael Redd.
Okay, don't shit on Michael Redd, man. It's a Milwaukee legend.
Super trash.
Milwaukee legend.
I cannot believe we ever thought he was a viable NBA player.
Listen, he was a deadly 3-point shooter. Okay, just like you.
True, I am a lot like Michael.
Maybe this projection now.
Wow. Yeah. And so moving on to the second topic, I just looked up that billboard in Atlanta. Call me William T. Sherman because I'm coming back to burn your ass. You can't be putting up these billboards in my house like this.
Bro, that was a serious try, man.
I'm hurt.
Uncalled for.
I'm so hurt. Fee.
Not since the Hawks swept the Magic.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that ever happened.
Not since the Hawks swept the Magic have we been.
Why did you bring up lies? Fake news, dog.
It was such a try, man. And the thing is, Atlanta might as well just put on some Gucci flip flops at this point. That's how I feel right now, because if we defend our honor the way we're defending our goal, then we gonna suck. You might as well just stamp a giant cuck on your head. Might as well.
Wow.
Shout out to the alt-right.
Wow. That's okay though. Like at the end of the day, like Atlanta can talk some stuff, but on Friday we're gonna be about that life.
Bro, we got it. We have to win.
Now we have to. Now we gotta. Again, I gotta get all my shooters to the stadium, and we gotta show them what's up. Like, listen, no disrespect to Waka and Clifford and Outkast, and
no, all respect to Clifford, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Although I love Rubber Band, man. I love T.I., early T.I., but he doesn't deserve any respect.
Again, more people making me sad, but all disrespect to. First of all, wait a second. Oh my goodness. You're the city of Atlanta. What, like the 6th most populous city in the country or something like that. Definitely the most populous city in the South. And you have one title in the history of all your sports teams to show for it.
It's a little sad.
I know Atlanta's not trying to talk mess right now. I really know that's not happening. You're a football team. Oh my gosh. You won 13 straight division titles and won one World Series. Kill yourself, Atlanta. No.
Yeah.
No. Fuck Atlanta.
Let's not talk about the Super Bowl this year. Let's not.
Because that was one of the worst things that ever happened because Trump was happy.
Yeah.
Atlanta could have done it for black people, but you guys couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Man, I hate Atlanta.
So, yeah, if we don't win, if we lose in Orlando and in Atlanta, you might as well just call the Orlando Stadium the Georgia Dome at this point. I'm sorry.
Don't say that out loud, man. People might listen and hold us to that.
I hope this is motivation for.
Listen here, folks. It's purple people eater time. We need to be like that 1970s Vikings defensive line and come out and kill these fools. We also need to be like Fran Tarkenton dancing across the field into the end zone.
No mercy.
This is not a game.
No mercy.
It's not a game anymore. This is real life.
If it's not 7-0, on Friday, then what's going on?
Unless we smash and grab them, I'll also be happy with that. Like if they're comfortable with that 1-0 lead, like the 77th minute, and then we get the double in like the last 13 minutes, I'm completely okay with that also. However, it's like the most heartbreaking fashion, either sheer dominance or thievery. I don't want anything in between. I don't want us to like score a goal in the 42nd minute and then have to hold back the rest of the game. No. I want them to be embarrassed. I want them to hate themselves. I want them to contemplate their lives. This is for the 407. Fuck the 404. Fuck 75. Fuck 285. Fuck all the
fuck Bankhead, College Park.
Fuck Midtown.
Yeah.
Fuck Georgia Tech. Fuck Georgia. Fuck Emory. Fuck the Braves. Fuck the Falcons. Fuck the Hawks. Fuck Georgia State.
Damn.
What else?
They're not even in Atlanta. That's the crazy part.
Fuck the Varsity.
Coca-Cola.
Fuck Coca-Cola.
The Georgia Aquarium. They can eat a dick too.
Mm-hmm. Even though I've been there, lovely whales.
I know. The beluga whales are so beautiful.
They are. But fuck them right now. Until Saturday. Hate everything about Atlanta.
Yeah. I just want to be able to go up into Magic City with a purple city jersey on, making it rain on every stripper in that club.
And I want someone to try to run up on me and start stuff. And I'm like, listen, scoreboard.
Yeah. Hey, 28-5, 28-3, remember that? Y'all remember that?
Hey, son.
I do.
So, yeah, Atlanta, don't ever, like, that's what, you know what, at the end of the day, that's what a subpar team would do. They try to talk shit in someone else's town when we just showed it on the pitch.
Yeah, really rowdy behavior.
That's very Tampa behavior. That's embarrassing, Atlanta. That's you want to associate yourself with? Oh, fuck Chick-fil-A. Don't think I forgot. Don't think I forgot.
Yeah.
I hate you, Atlanta.
See you on Friday.
Man, I'm gonna dress up like William T. Sherman and try to go to that game.
You got the plug, man. You might as well do it.
I need to talk to Mark.
Holla at Mark. Holla at us.
Yeah, prime time for you boys been afraid. Food for the thought, man, I serve it up when the dinner made. But a lot of you couldn't eat from my dinner plate. Heard it right from the vine.
Top five. What's our top five this week?
So we Jonathan texted me earlier, and I wanted to have a better, like a pretty cohesive top five. So it's top five teams that you support or you like, we have like affection for that are neither English, French, Spanish, German, or Italian. So they're not in the big five leagues. I'll go with my number five, the Corinthians.
Ooh.
Down in Brazil. My buddy Oliver put me onto them. I remember all his stuff, like his Decorate Corinthians, his Xbox Live profile is Corinthians. And, you know, he's Swiss Brazilian American. And he reps for Brazil for sure, but he loves his Corinthians. And, you know, I try to support my friends unless they went to Purdue. So, you know, or UF. So Corinthians are definitely my number five.
Yeah, I ride with Purdue. I ride with Corinthians because City legend and United legend Carlos Tevez came from Corinthians.
Yeah, mixed feelings, but
and Mascherano too.
A Champions League winner, Carlos Tevez.
Yes, two-time Premier League winner for City.
Was he there with us for 1 year?
No, y'all won a lot. I think y'all won a lot with him. Yeah. I think you won two or three in a row.
We were pretty good.
Yeah, because it was 2008, so y'all won a lot.
Yeah.
Before that, yeah. Damn it. Number five for me would be Boca Juniors.
I was close on them.
Yeah, their fans are just awesome. Like the stadium, I think we talked about it before. Like we talk about stadiums. Like they make the stadium is awesome, but they make it awesome. So I'll definitely go with Boca Juniors.
You know, I don't like a lot of things in this country, but I do like this one club, and it's River Plate. First of all, it's a cool name.
It is a very tight name.
Like that's another thing. Like these have some good names.
Yeah.
Like so, River Plate. You know, they're in Buenos Aires. I like the colors, very simple, and you know, there's just something about them where it's just like, I don't know, something about those South American teams where like. Feel like they're all playing in like a random expanse, like in a hilltop in a jungle or something. It's just so majestic. Like it's just much more majestic than look, we're in the middle of a city, honk honk. You know,
nice.
I like the kind of the purity of some of those South American teams. So River Plate is definitely my number 4.
Number 4, I'll do a callback to Orlando, the Orlando Pirates.
Oh,
in South Africa. I mean, obviously they take our name, so it's probably the other way around. But either way, we share names, which is cool. And this is a badass team. So I love South Africa, even though I've never been there, but I'm planning on going soon. And I got a voucher from United on my flight back, so I'm about to make it rain somewhere. So I'll go with Orlando Pirates as my number 4.
My number 3 is going to be Galatasaray.
Ooh.
Over there in Turkey, holding it down.
Salt Bay.
First of all, like, they take some old legends and they extend their careers, and I respect that. Like, not forcing them to come and play in the heat of Florida or in America during the summer. They get to play like regular, and sometimes they are even allowed to go and play in the Champions League and lose. So, again, big fan. Obviously, RVP, the homie, went there. No, he's at Fenerbahce, but the other homie, another Dutchman, Wesley Sneijder. Wow. Underrated little man who who tried to take him to the promised land in 10. I like Wesley Sneijder. He's doing big things over there, so I like Galatasaray.
Number 3 for me would be Sporting Lisbon. I love the jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
The green and the white are really the stripes too. Something about striped jerseys I'm really a big fan of. Even though they produce Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's
legend.
They're tight. They have a tight squad, and right now they have the one man stash crew. William Carvalho.
William Carvalho is really rocking that 80s cop stash business,
which I appreciate, and black excellence. So I'm supporting him. So I'll go with Sporting Lisbon. It's my number 3.
I'm gonna go with FC Porto as my number 2.
Ooh.
For some reason, every time I see them on FIFA, like, everything catches my eye. They're just pretty. Like, it's pretty. And obviously, Jose, started there and now he's my man. So I got to rep that. But I like their kit. I respect Portugal and obviously one of the best clubs there. So, and of course, again, taking in some old homies. Got Iker Casillas now, a legend, and still letting them play.
Yes, sir.
And, I respect that.
Yeah, that Porto run in Champions League was
amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Miraculous.
Nothing short of amazing. And that's why he signed with Chelsea, and that's when Chelsea actually became
Real
Chelsea.
If you don't know, now you know.
Number 2 for me would be Santos in Brazil, mainly because Robinho. I was a huge Robinho fan. I'm still am. Like, if I see him on the street, I'm gonna say what's up to him. And I remember when the rumors were that he was coming to Orlando City. I was like, yo, please sign him. Do whatever you can to sign Robinho. Because if I see him out in the club, I'm gonna dap him. I'm gonna dap him up. But Robinho came from there. Neymar came from there. Elano came from there. Gabriel Jesus came from there. Like, this guy, I mean, a lot of ties with the city, but still. Like, I remember when he was loaned back out to Santos after his spell with Manchester City. Like, just seeing their connection. Also, Paulo Enrique Gonzo, which was like, he was Oscar before Oscar. So I really, it was supposed to be Neymar and Gonzo. Like, they were like the two people, like, Europeans, like, fell in love with. It's kind of like the Cavani Suarez when they first came out. So they played like some awesome football, and they had like the best celebrations too. I used to like watch. I think I still have it on YouTube. I favorited it maybe like the montage of all the celebrations. Brazilians have the best celebrations, bar none.
Facts
in football. So I'll go with Santos as my number 2.
My number 1. Gotta do it for my city.
Yeah,
Orlando City Soccer. Man,
same.
Like, I knew we were gonna land on that. It's been amazing these last 3.5 years to like have something like this. Obviously, they've been here longer, but being a top flight club now and competing and having Kaká and even Baptista for a little bit, and obviously finding Kyle Larin. He may not find the right lane, but he finds the goal a lot.
Wow. You took it there. I respect it.
It's been great. Like I like having Orlando on the map. I like the respect that the MLS in general has for like Orlando as a footballing town. Like they really actually understand that like we're a diverse population, and this is something that we truly love. So I'm glad that we have something that brings together this community, probably more than the Magic.
That makes sense. Seeing them in the second division was awesome. One, because the tickets were cheap and it was easier to get into the stadium. But yeah, everything you said, man, like just to have an MLS team is pretty awesome. Like it would never be in my wildest dreams that we would have Kaká playing.
It's nuts
for a team.
It's absolutely nuts
in Orlando. So that's just awesome in itself, and like just the fans here are amazing and support. And growing up with folks that love City in the second division up to now, like just awesome feeling. Like folks even that are not even that moved from Orlando still repping them. So it's like
it's great to see like your friends that are all across country still hitting you up like, oh, you're at the City match, I hope they win. Or like living in towns where they get to go see City play, like, and it's something different because like, basketball, you're always gonna have stars and stuff, and like NBA is like a big deal. So like going to see that game, it's whatever. The Magic been around literally my entire life.
Right.
Like when you have a homie that like is driving to go see cities, like, yeah, I'm from Orlando, like repping something like that wherever they are is really impressive to me, and it shows, the true love of the 407.
For real. And that's why it's a miscalculation not to have like relegation and promotion like within the U.S. because I'm sure that feeling exists for a lot of people. I'm learning so much more about the U.S. even though U.S. Football teams, even though I've been living here for most of my life, and like people support like these small clubs, so like giving them the ability to actually advance, go up, and like that says a lot than just having to beg to go get an MLS. So the love that we have for Orlando City, I'm sure it's felt through all other
except in
clubs.
Tampa.
Yeah, except Tampa. They can stay. They can continue to beg.
They can play against high school teams. Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool.
Probably
with that.
Probably lose too.
Yeah, most likely.
But everyone else, yeah, I agree.
So yeah, Orlando City for me will be number one as well.
But black people fall for that same argument, and they go around talking about lawbreakers.
Any shout outs for you?
Shout out to all the people just doing good activist work out there. Keep your heads up.
Yes, sir.
It's a tough world out there and getting better right now, but you're working to do so. So shout out to y'all.
I actually wrote down all my shout outs. Shout out to the Women's European Championships. The first time it's been on ESPN, which is pretty cool. It's in the Netherlands right now. I have no favorites, but I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'll be definitely watching it this weekend now that I have some time. Shout out to the England under 19 and the under 21. They won the World Championships. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
That's just more false hope for England, man. Yeah. That's just heartbreak waiting to happen. I don't know if that's a shout out.
I don't know what's happening to the national team, the adult team, but yeah, shout out to y'all. Like, get it how you live, man. Maybe you can play for another country after this. But black excellence too, because like it's about 75% of this under 19 team is of African descent. So hopefully not Nigerian, because then you're gonna fall in love with some white girls and stay for England. But ayo, you live your life. Shout out to the Star Sixes, which is like the big three for basketball and the football big three.
Yeah, I saw a brilliant beast goal. Gosh, that man was amazing.
The Coups. I think France won. They beat Denmark. Cause I saw Robert Pires, old ass Robert Pires, carrying the trophy. So shout out to him. Shout out for them not getting hurt.
That's big. There's a big three. Everybody getting hurt.
Yeah. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Everybody get hurt out there in the big three. So shout out to the Star Sixes. And yeah, shout out to, I think this past week was, the 17th was the anniversary of Eric Garner being killed by the police. So shout out to anyone that's been affected by police brutality. And if you're black, there's a pretty odd chance that you were either harassed or victimized by the police in some way, shape, or form. So shout out to everybody organizing around that.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, for real. And it's hard to stay safe. So even saying staying safe is not a guarantee you'll be safe. But
Nope.
but just know it. We got your back at all times. So shout out to them. Yeah. So let's get anything else, which I don't.
We're excited. Not only is Friday, the Southeast Derby is what we should be calling it now, but it's also the Manchester Derby in Houston. So
I know it's
big
gonna be
day for
balling.
us.
It's gonna be boss. I'm excited to watch both. If they come on at the same time, I'm definitely watching the Manchester Derby. Sorry,
True.
Atlanta City. Even though that's the number one team outside, but it's outside of England. So
Outside,
that means
there it was an addendum.
yeah. So yeah, you can follow us on Facebook at the Postgods. Key is the because Postgods been taken by some garbage band. Nah, maybe not garbage. I don't know. I never listened to them.
I
They might
can't
be
judge them,
decent.
but they might be.
Yeah, most likely they are. Hit us up on Twitter at PostGods. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud,
And
Stitcher, or our website, postgods.com. And, if you're hanging out with these white girls, be careful. That's my lesson for the week. Looking at you, Grant.
Man, I've innovated, call it a dream. Ducking calls from my little sister May intervene. Hearing the stories and what she dealing with could leave a crack in my armor worry. Broken home when I left the energy with disturbing. Created a savage, supply the green for the salad. See me barking at cats, know that's the poet's ballad. Notice they know the master at work, satisfy his palate. Chirp that you might get damaged. The word from my point is vantage, I've been around.
We did not make the laws in this country.